Look at this thing. My husband noticed that something was eating the tree, and I looked closely.
The color is like green. You wouldn't notice it. Yeah. Like
so maybe it's a hornworm, like, cause I've seen green ones that look just like this.
Hornworms, aren't there?
From over here. Oh no, it's him. Where is he? Where are you? Alright guys, I want to show you guys something. Can you see this tiny dot right here? That is an egg. If you look here, you can see more going up the stalk of my squash plant. I also had some on the zucchini down here. So this morning I saw a new bug and I'm like, oh cool, it's a new bug. You know, I try to be one with Mother Earth. I'm checking my other leaves because I'm gonna use some tape and get them off. Come to find out, so I saw the new bug and then I noticed these little red dots, mostly on the back of the leaf, but you can see one right here. There's one in there. So I looked it up and I'm like, what are these red dots on my squash plants? And it is eggs, y'all, from the squash vine borer, which I've heard a lot about, but this is my first time growing squash and zucchini, so I had never seen it before. There's one. So I wanted to share with you guys because these pests are out of control, and they, you know, you work so hard to grow your plants, but it's a battle in the garden, y'all. Look at this. So these things will eat up your whole plant. When they're born, they're little like maggot looking things, and they will dig into your stalks and you have to cut them out, and they really do a lot of bad damage. So I'm just gonna use some simple tape, packing tape. I'm gonna use this packing tape and get the eggs off before they even hatch, and then squeeze them. And I'm also gonna add a video here so you guys can see what it looks like, because I didn't know what that bug looked like. Y'all, this is why I say to watch your garden, check out your plants every day, because you never know what's gonna bust out of there. On a positive note, look how my plants are growing. They look so beautiful. So just said that to say, watch out for if you're growing squash. This one is squash and that one is zucchini. There's a specific bug that likes to grow its babies on there, and they can tear your plants up. They'll be inside the squash and stuff if you don't watch out. So look out for those, and thanks for watching. Peace. Okay, so this is how many I got. I just folded the tape and squished them. There's an ant on my phone. This is quite a bit, guys. I got these off the 2 plants, and I knocked a bunch more off of one of the plants this morning when I saw them, because I just didn't like how it looked. I was like, that's foreign. But speaking of pests, this is my baby purple sprouting broccoli. I noticed this morning that it was getting, you know, you can see the leaves are kind of eaten up. And this one is even smaller than the other one, almost fully gone. There was a caterpillar on each one. So I just want to stress the importance of visiting your garden as often as you can, because this would have been gone by tomorrow, and I don't know if it's gonna grow back. Just watch your garden for the pests, guys. I think it's a squash bug in the zucchini, y'all. Let me show you. Oh, hey, butterfly. Why is it an opening here? I'm gonna cut this off, and Anaya's gonna record me cutting it off. And there's a hole right there too. I don't know if that's from squash bug, but I'm sure about to cut it off. Here. So I'm just gonna cut it all the way down here because if he's in there, I don't want him. I'm scared to open it. I don't think I want to open it. I don't know how we're gonna find out because I can't bring myself to open this. And I'm just gonna cut this one off too, and the sleeve. I wonder if that's why it looks. Does it look funny here, y'all? This is my first time growing this, so I don't know what's normal. And I've been pulling eggs off every day. Look at these eggs. It's the egg right there, right there. I pull them off every day. Can you see them in the camera? Or should I move it? You see them? Thank you. Do you see them, Anaya? Okay. So I'm gonna have to come get those off. Babe, open this. Something in there? No? Okay, that's good. Nothing? Okay, that makes me feel better. But I cut him off. He was looking bad. So you guys think I should cut this one too?
I think so.
I'm gonna cut it. Like the plant can do without it. Oh, a lot of water came out when I just did that.
I couldn't afraid survival tactics.
Get water out of zucchini. Oh, hi, bee. That is a fat bee. Come on in. You definitely won't have a problem getting fruits on these plants already.
Is this a bug?
Yep. Look at that, y'all. Look how small it is, but it made a hole in there. And I bet he would have been bigger if he got to my whole plant. Pests. I shun you.
That's what it is?
That's what the babies look like. Like little maggots, kind of. Don't drop him in here.
Is that an egg?
I don't know what that is. I hope not, because look, that's what this looks like. Like, I don't know why it's that color all right there. Okay, well, I think we defended our zucchini plant. But I'm going to have to do a spray along with taking the eggs off so that we don't have to go to this extreme to get them out. Buggies in the garden. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Alright, guys, so as we talk about dealing with pests, check this guy out.
And black isn't a lighter.
So it's been raining for pretty much the last 5 days, and it really, like, I run out here to do things, but I'm not really able to do the maintenance and look and catch things as fast as I should. And so my beautiful cucumbers have some pests in them.
Look it over here, Mia.
So one thing I'm doing is, if the leaf looks pretty damaged, I'm cutting it off. And you see when I cut it off, because it was eating on this side, holes, eating on that side. You see who's eating it? There's also aphids on here. So after removing some of the leaves for health and airflow, as you can see, I have a lot even in the back. I like this space in the back because I can actually get back here and groom them. After taking all of this off, I'm gonna spray it with a neem oil spray. Put this down so I can show you guys, because there are many pests in the garden.
That's why they're running.
Where?
The birds were flying away because there was a squirrel.
Oh. There are many pests in the garden. This was so infested, I didn't know what to do, but I'm about to take my power back. There are white flies and aphids all in here. So I'm gonna cut this way back. Like, I'm gonna leave a few healthy leaves on here. I want you guys to see how bad it is and eating. And I know it's bad, and as a gardener this feels bad, especially when I work so hard on this. But I've never grown this type of kale before. This is dazzling blue kale, and it was so infested I couldn't wrap my mind around it at first. But I watched the video actually. I'll tag it below. And he actually had this problem, went on vacation and came back, and stuff was eating his kale up, and he had this particular kind of kale. This is the kale that I'm used to growing, and there's not too much on it, but as you can see now, it's starting to get them just from being in the same bed, which is why I tried to clean the bed out in the first place. But this is work, guys. Don't think you're just gonna plant the seed and that's it. Like, you're gonna plant the seed, you're gonna have to defend it. Ugh. These are, yeah, it's spreading to the new kale. These are touching. So today we're gonna fix that up. I'm gonna actually come back and show you guys what it looks like after. It's gonna look a little bald. But that's okay. One more area that we have some pests in the garden, which we always do. But today I'm spraying with neem oil because it's not supposed to rain today. I hope that gives it time to start working. It's been raining, so it's hard to spray because the rain just washed the spray off. But we got aphids over here again. As usual, aphids on mommy's plant. They tend to hang around the new growth and the smaller leaves, but I just sprayed this plant down 2 days ago, and I was feeling kind of under the weather, so I skipped a day. And then in the grapes, I wish I would have started recording before. Here we go. This leaf was on here. I pulled it off. It was kind of closed up and it had a worm in there. Anytime your leaves look folded, that is not natural. Like folded closed, it's a worm making a little, I don't know what he think he making. But I also see these little brown, they look like aphids, and they're attracting ants, and I know aphids attract ants. So I'm gonna spray these off today and get some neem oil. This is our first time having pests on the grape, but if you want to grow a garden, there's gonna be pests in the garden, and we just kind of have to take our power back and know how to deal with them. Some people say just leave the aphids and ladybugs will come. I've kind of tested that theory. Like, that is fully infested and there's not enough ladybugs to take care of it. So do what works for you and your garden. I'll come back and show you guys the kale bed once I'm done. I'm going to spray it down with water first. I'm going to pull some leaves, and then I'm going to spray it with neem oil, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. I can show you the cucumbers afterwards, but it won't make much of a difference because they're still going to be pretty bushy. But just get out into your garden and make sure that you're taking a look, because these bugs come overnight and they can destroy over a couple nights. So thanks for watching. I'll come back with an update. Peace.
actually, the further I go, it's not as bad. So that's good. Yeah. It's not as bad. I'm just gonna try to. Oh, there's a ladybug in here. Girl, you need to be down there. We're just gonna still try to reach in and clip. Oh, look at stuff. Like.
Alright guys, we're making progress. I have clipped everything that I'm going to. I'm happy to report that it's only like the first 2 cucumbers that really had issues. I'm gonna put a video on here. I was all behind the trellis and stuff trying to make sure. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I cut off. Just to give you an idea of how bad it was. Look at all those aphids. All those aphids. I had a couple of inchworms that I also got rid of. Aphids. I think I cut this one off yesterday. Some of the flimsy looking one. Look at that. So I've cut those out and I'm going to spray with neem oil. It's not very much rainy day today, so, and it's not very sunny, so I think I'm going to go ahead and spray the neem oil during the day. And then let me just show you guys real quick the kale bed. It looks empty, I know, and sad, I know, but it's gonna be much better. I'm about to spray this down with water and spray I'm gonna blast aphids out of there, and then I'm gonna spray with neem oil, and then I'm going to fertilize. And some of this is gonna go to feed our cashew tree, and these will feed us. They're still good. First I put them in here and I rub all the stuff off. Then I'm gonna get the hose, blast them off, and then I soak them in water with apple cider vinegar just to get as many bugs off as I can. And then I'm gonna add that kale to some soup because that's still good kale. So we're still dealing with the pests. Thanks for watching. Peace. Okay guys, so I mentioned folded leaves earlier. Actually, I'm gonna pull this one off because it just looks bad. And look what I found on the grape. This is not natural. The leaf will not just fold against itself. So we're gonna open it and see who is in there. Oh, y'all seeing? He made a home in my grapes. He's being evicted. So make sure you're checking your plants, because if I didn't notice that, he would have came on out, he would have ate this, came on down and ate some more stuff, brought his friends to make their own cocoons. But this guy is evicted today. Peace out. Y'all, these pests are something else. You visit your garden daily, okay? Because it's a joy for you, and also it's war, okay? So I've been looking at, there's this citrus that we planted from seed. My son he loved these tangerines or something, so he's like, let's plant the seeds. So we planted the seeds, we brought it down from San Diego, and every day I've been seeing bites on here and I can't figure out what is eating this plant. Let me show you guys what's eating this plant and how he was hiding in plain sight, just going to Munchtown, okay? You guys, I want to give you a minute to see if you see it first. So here's the plant. You can see, look at this leaf eating up. You can tell something is eating it, but when you look under the leaves, nothing. Look at the leaves all down on the bottom. Now look down here in the dirt. Y'all see anything? Oh no, what did I do? Oh, my bad. Look at this jerk. He is huge and very well camouflaged. He's probably asleep and full. I'm gonna pick him out of here, but I'm not gonna show y'all that. But just look out for your plants, man. It's war out here. Just as much as you want to eat them, other stuff wants to eat them too. So I would say the #1 rule for dealing with pests is recognizing them. Looking at your plants, see if they see any holes. Do they look droopy? Are they yellow? You know, mostly it's the holes. Holes is a dead giveaway. Or eggs. All kind of stuff. But if you're out there and you're observing, then you're able to catch it and see it. Even if you have to look a couple times, you will find the critters in your garden. I appreciate the bees, and I'm pretty sure these critters are good for something. But if I want my food, if I want my plants to live, they got to get out of there. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned some things about pests, and please give me tips and tricks as well, because I am still very much learning. I'm a new gardener, actually. I'm just kind of sharing my journey with you guys and hoping that we can learn together. So if you have tips and tricks for dealing with these pests in the yard, other than, you know, neem oil and things that I'm doing, please let me know. I would so appreciate it. And give me a comment if you guys are watching. I'd love to hear from you. If you like the content, what else you'd like to see from us. But most of all, love on yourself today and every day, and be blessed.